Africa's longest-serving leaders have left an indelible mark on the continent's political landscape. From Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe to Teodoro Nguema Mbasogo in Equatorial Guinea, these figures have often been both revered and reviled, shaping their country's destiny over decades. Their tenure raises questions about governance, democracy, and the dynamics of power in Africa. Here is the list of the 11 African presidents who are over 70 years old. So I'm going to start from the youngest of them to the oldest. At number 11 is Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria. Born on March 29, 1952, he is currently 72 years old. He is the 16th president of Nigeria. Between 1999 and 2007, he served as the senator of West Lagos and later the governor of Lagos. He won the 2023 Nigerian election after garnering over 8 million votes. He assumed office as the Nigerian president on May 29, 2023. At number 10 is Ismail Omar Guelleh of Djibouti. Born on November 27, 1947, he is currently 76 years old. Often referred to as IOG by people close to him, Guelleh is one of the longest African-serving presidents. He is the second president of Djibouti. He was elected in 1999 in the April election after he gained 74.02% of the votes casted. Ironically, he was unpicked by his uncle, Hassan Gould Abditon, the first president of Djibouti. Abditon led the country since independence in 1977, but voluntarily retired on 4 February 1999. At number 9 is Abdelmadjid Tebboune of Algeria. Born on November 17, 1945, he is currently 78 years old. He is the 8th president of Algeria. Before becoming the president, he served in various positions, including the Prime Minister of Algeria. He was elected as the president of Algeria on December 12, 2019, in the general election, which saw him gain 58% of the total votes casted. He assumed office as the president of Algeria on 19 December 2019. At number 8 is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of Uganda. Popularly known as Sevo, he is 79 years old. He was born on September 15, 1944. He is the 9th president of Uganda. Museveni was a military man and a revolutionary leader before becoming Uganda's president. In 1979, Museveni and his rebel group, the Front for National Salvation, FRONASA, along with Tanzanian forces, overthrew the government of Idi Amin. In 1980, under the Uganda Patriotic Movement, Museveni lost the presidential elections, which were won by the then President Milton Obote. Museveni never conceded defeat and alleged that the elections were fraudulent. He then led the National Resistance Movement and started the Ugandan Bush War, which consequently overthrew the government of Milton Obote in 1986. In January 1986, after the National Resistance Army rebels captured Kampala, they formed a new government with Museveni as the president. He assumed office on January 26, 1986. At number 7 is Joseph Boakai of Liberia. Born on November 30, 1944, Boakai is 79 years old. He is the 26th and the current president of Liberia. He once served as the 29th vice president of Liberia and the Minister of Agriculture. He first lost in the 2017 general elections to George Weah, but went on to win the 2023 general elections. He assumed office on 22 January 2022. At number 6 is Nana Akufo Addo of Ghana. Born on March 29, 1944, Mr. Addo is 80 years old. Before becoming Ghana's president, he served in the following positions: Member of Parliament, Attorney General of Ghana, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. In both 2008 and 2012, he ran for presidency, but lost. In the 2016 general election, he won in the first round with 53.85% of the votes. This was historic because it was Ghana's first election in which an opposition candidate won a majority outright in the first round. He assumed office on 7 January 2017. At number 5 is Emmerson Mnagagwa of Zimbabwe. Born on September 15, 1942, he is 81 years old. He was a long-time ally of the late President Robert Mugabe and served in several cabinet positions, including the vice president. He took power on November 24, 2017, following a coup that overthrew the government of Robert Mugabe. He assumed office on November 24, 2017, as the third president of Zimbabwe. At number 4 is Teodoro Nguema Mbasogo of Equatorial Guinea. Born on June 5, 1942, Teodoro is 81 years old. He was a senior military officer before becoming a politician. On August 3, 1979, he led a bloody coup that overthrew his uncle's government, Francisco Mancias Nguema. He assumed office on 3 August 1979 as the second president of Equatorial Guinea. At number 3 is Alassane Outtara of Ivory Coast. Born on 1st January 1942, he is 82 years old. He is the 5th president of Ivory Coast. He is an economist by profession. He has worked for both the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the Central Bank of West African States. He once served as the Prime Minister of Ivory Coast. Alassane Outtara won the 2010 general election, which initially were to take place in 2005 but were postponed. He won in the second round with 54% of the vote casted against his rival, President Laurent Gbagbo. The election was followed by a series of dark events: the 2010-2011 Ivorian crisis, the Second Ivorian Civil War, and consequently the removal of President Laurent Gbagbo, who had refused to concede defeat. Alassane Outtara assumed office on 4 December 2010. At number 2 is Nangolo Mbumba of Namibia. Born on August 15, 1941, he is 82 years old. He is the 4th president of Namibia. He served in various ministerial positions, including the vice president of Namibia, before he got the country's top seat. He became the president following the death of the then president Hage Geingob in February 2024. Geingob died while in office after a brave fight with cancer. Nangolo Mbumba assumed office in 4th February 2024. Finally, at number 1 is Paul Biya of Cameroon. He was born in February 13, 1933. He is 91 years old and the oldest sitting president in Africa. He is the 2nd president of Cameroon. He was the 1st Prime Minister of Cameroon, a position he held between 30th June 1975 and 6th November 1982. He succeeded Cameroon's 1st president, Ahmadou Ahidjo, who voluntarily resigned on 4th November 1982 due to health reasons. Paul Biya assumed office on 6th November 1982. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing stories about the African continent.